Hi, this is Prasanth Varma, director of the film Hanuman, and you are watching me on Filmy Beat. We didn't expect the film to do 200 crores for sure. North people will, build a temple for you. In North, at least 4 scenes in the film, the North theatres will be on fire. We had started working on Jai Hanuman almost like 6 months back. On the day of Ram Mandir's Pran Pratishtha had come, so I thought there could not be a better date than to start the pre-production for that film. It was a very conscious decision to cast someone who has a zero image. Teja was like that, like Teja, he was like that now. I'm surprised that so many big stars had watched the film. Jai Hanuman is gonna be a very big film.
Hi guys, welcome to Filmy Beat. This is Murtaza Iqbal and today I'm with a man jinki movie dekhi maine thode din pehle and I was like, wow, what a fantastic film. Well, I'm talking about none other than Prasanth Varma and today we are going to talk about his recently released film Hanuman. Hi Prasanth, welcome to Filmy Beat.
Thank you so much.
First of all, Prasanth, I want to start by asking you this, that 200 crore around worldwide. How does that feel when you hear? Because it is something, maybe I'm sure, did you expect this or it is unexpected? How has been that?
We didn't expect the film to do 200 crores for sure. We always were confident that, audience will love our film, but this commercial success is something that we never thought of.
Right. Of course, if I just talk about the Hindi version, because I watched the movie in Hindi version, I would like to say this, that people don't know much about who Teja is. The Hindi audience doesn't have idea about him. Right. But there were hoots and CTs and climax, so I think there were claps and people were shouting Jai Shri Ram. There was a different atmosphere. I felt I'm not sitting in a theatre, I'm sitting in a stadium.
Right.
This was the thing. Now I don't know, okay, Hindi, did you expect such a response? Because when you make a pan-India film, of course, Telugu audience is something that you are attracting the most because that's their original language.
Correct.
But when it gets dubbed, comes in Hindi,
right,
that's so well at the box office. I read it's reaching around 50 somewhere in Hindi also.
Correct.
So, did you expect this response in Hindi, especially?
Not for the comedy scenes and all that, but back there, when we were watching the film, a lot of people who were watching it with me kept telling, in North, I think the theatres will be on fire with this scene, when this scene comes. They kept telling, in North, this scene will be amazing. In North, people will, build a temple for you. In North, so they kept telling. I think the way we worship gods is much different from the way the North India worships gods. I think they are, the devotion is, it's different. The way you guys worship Hanumanji in particular. So we always knew, like even back there before the release of the film, I was giving some interviews. And I told them, like, how many scenes that will be like so epic in the film. I said at least 4 scenes in the film, the North theatres will be on fire. So we kind of expected this.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, climax is something that gave us goosebumps. One scene that is my favorite is the achar scene, where in that one scene there are actually kind of 3 genres going on. There's romance, action, there's this musical thing they are making. How did you how did you visualize that scene, and was there kind of will this come out well or not come out well? Was that, see, now I am more of a Hindi audience, watching, we don't get to see such scenes quite, but still, as I'm saying, I was in a full theatre, they were enjoying that scene very much.
Right.
How did you visualize that?
A straight action will be boring. So I always try to write a story around action, so that even while the action is going on, there has to be some story that has to progress, and even have a concept for the fight, and also make the fight very fun, because Teja is not like the actor. He's not a big star where, if he's bashing a lot of people, he's not like Salman Khan. If he's bashing people will enjoy. So it has to be more fun watching him bash the bad guys.
Yeah.
So we thought it will be really fun if it is a song, there can be a fight, there can be story also progressing. So actually we started the film with that shoot. That was the first day. On the day 1 we started shooting with that achar song, and there were 3 directors on set. Me, action choreographer, and also the dance choreographer.
Right.
So we were all doing it together. I think we had a lot of fun shooting it, and we knew for a fact that even audience will be, having a lot of fun while watching it.
Right. Of course, when you make a movie which has a religious angle, somewhere on the other hand, do you have that kind of nervousness or scaredness कि यार ये movie अच्छी बन पाएगी नहीं बन पाएगी? How it is going to be? Because nowadays we are living in times where one small mistake and goes for trolling, social media bashing, a lot of things happen.
Right.
So was there a kind of that nervousness or scaredness while making the movie you had?
Never I had a second thought, or never I was nervous about this, because our intention was not to make a film and on Hanumanji and make money. So intention was always to tell this story and present Hanumanji in the most perfect or like most epic way. And we were very cautious, like we were very responsible, but not scared.
Right. Of course, one thing from the day the teaser has come, there has been this talks on social media that, of course, your movie is made on a certain budget.
Right.
A few months ago, we saw Adipurush, which was made on a certain budget. But here, people were praising VFX. The comparisons were a lot there. If you go on social media, till now, I think people say कि Hanuman का ये budget था और ये इतना अच्छा VFX आया और Adipurush को देखो. What do you have to say about the comparison that's going on?
Yeah, I mean, like I was happy with the prizes that my film was getting, but I was not happy with the comparisons. Like so because like every film takes a lot of effort, and I'm sure even to make a big film like Tiger Zinda Hai or something, or a small film like Fakri or something, so the effort is the same. So it feels little heartbreaking when somebody else's film gets trolled, because as a filmmaker, how much it takes to do a film. So I was not at all happy with the comparisons, but I was going through all of that just to see what is the expectation of audience, like what exactly are they expecting out of my film. So that I had made some changes in the film after the teaser. I had actually added more VFX and everything in the film to satisfy the audience more. Yeah.
Right. So of course, when you make a movie which is going to be larger than life, you also expect to have a star.
Right.
Like Teja, of course, is a good actor, but he's not a star even in Telugu. Like not a big star. Of course, now he's a pan-India star, I would say. But of course, but also was he the first choice, or you thought of approaching any other stars who are there in Telugu film industry for this movie?
Initially, I thought of working with a star for this film, but then I thought, for this story, it works the best if the actor is not a big star. Because the stars have already done fight sequences that are gravity defying. So I wanted to have an actor who doesn't have a star image, so that we will root for him. We will want to make him make him win some powers so that he can fight back. So it was a very conscious decision to cast someone who has a zero image as a star, but a very likable face, a very likable image. So Teja was like that, like Teja. He was like that now that he is a big star, but he was that guy who you really root for. So that was the decision we went with Teja.
Right. So of course, just recently, Jai Hanuman was of course announced during the whole when we saw in the climax. But I think you recently started working on it. So tell us, how has that been happening? And of course, I think you announced about that you have started working on it during the day when Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha happened.
Yes.
So how has been working on that right now?
So we had started working on Jai Hanuman almost like 6 months back.
Okay.
So we had worked on the script, we had worked on the storyboard and pre-visualization, world building. We were creating 3D characters, some mythical characters for that. So there was a lot of work that we were doing for Jai Hanuman while working on Hanuman.
Okay.
Because we were kind of confident that audience will love this film, but we didn't expect this film will do so well.
Yeah.
So we thought this film will work, and we will have to do few more superhero films in this series, like Adhira, and like there are other superhero films that we are doing. Slowly, probably after 5-6 films, we will get enough market to do Jai Hanuman.
Right.
But we thought we will need that much time to get that market. But after Hanuman's release, we had achieved all of that with just one film. So we thought, okay, let's start Jai Hanuman. So, and like immediately, on the day of Ram Mandir's Pran Pratishtha had come. So I thought there could not be a better date than to start the pre-production for that film.
Right.
So we had already started working on the story, script and all, but we had started working on pre-production where we can get to shoot, go on to shoot pretty quickly.
Right. Of course, now everyone who has watched Hanuman, one thing they have in mind is who's going to play Hanuman and Jai Hanuman. What have you started the casting? I think the character of Hanuman, you have made it without showing Hanuman.
Right.
You have made this character so strong in the first part of this
Right.
movie. So now a lot of expectations are there. So have you visualized any actor? Have you approached anyone, especially to play the role of Hanuman?
Yes, I had actually visualized someone initially while we were making the film in the first leg of the shoot, but later so I had approached, I was approached by some other actor that I thought he will be the perfect fit for the role Hanumanji, but he said he is unable to do the film because of another project that he is working on. I'm sure in the next couple of weeks you will get exactly which actors these people are, but right now I am meeting a couple of actors in Mumbai. Okay. And also back in South who are interested to be part of this film. So they had approached themselves, but I'm meeting them, I'm having conversations with them, and I'm trying to, for me that vibe is important, I want to get that vibe that, when I'm talking to an actor, I should feel, he's my Hanuman.
Right.
So that didn't happen yet. So in fact, I just met one of the biggest stars in Bollywood just before this meeting.
Okay.
Just before this interview, I had met one big star, and we had conversation for almost like 2.5 hours.
Great. Who's it?
I cannot reveal that. I'm sure you'll know in the next. His name starts with I don't know. I can't tell that. That's a big name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let it be then.
So yeah, I mean, like after the phenomenal success, I'm surprised that so many big stars had watched the film. I never thought, all these people will even have time to watch my film, but they had all watched the film in the first week itself, and they had loved it. And most of them were not vocal about it. They didn't tweet about it, but later, they had called me and spoke to me. And
you're talking about the Bollywood stars.
Bollywood stars,
okay.
And now. It's not just the main lead Hanumanji. There's going to be Prabhu Ramji's character in the film, and there's going to be the main villain in the film. And there are like a couple of other very, very important characters.
Will Teja come back in the sequel?
Not in the current draft that I'm working on. He might come, because I improvise my script. I don't have a bound script, and I just shoot that. As and when I go, I keep updating the script, add more stuff. So maybe that could be a surprise. I don't want to spoil it for you right now, but Jai Hanuman is gonna be a very big film. Like I'm not talking about the budget, but as a story, as in world building, in characters, and the number of stars that are going to be part of it, and it will be 100 times bigger than Hanuman. Right. And probably it could become the biggest film of India. So let's see. I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
Of course, when we talk about in Telugu also, of course, we have so many stars. Do you have this one star that you really wish to work with? And of course, from Bollywood, like one star you really wish ke inke saath kaam kiya, to yes, that's the bucket list system.
If I just name one star, then all the other fans of other stars are gonna kill me in my social media. So I cannot just name one star, but there are many stars that I want to work with. There is Mahesh Babu sir, there is NTR sir, there is Ram Charan sir, there is Allu Arjun, there is Ravi Teja sir, so many big stars are there who I want to work with. Balkrishna sir, Chiranjeevi sir, so all of them.
Yeah.
I wish I can do a film with all of them put together.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Similarly, in Bollywood, I'm a huge fan of Shah Rukh sir, Ranbir Kapoor sir, Ranveer Singh sir, and many of them. There are lots of them. Yeah. Too many talented actors, and we only have very less lifetime to work with all these people.
Right. Of course, the poster says Prasanth Varma Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
Now, in this universe, what exactly, of course, first happened Hanuman, now Jai Hanuman has happened, Adhira, you said, is on the cards. What exactly one can expect? Because, for example, just give me an example when I talk about your Rohit Shetty cop universe. There are different kinds of cops that we get to see. Then, of course, Dinesh Vijay, who's one of the producers here, he has a horror comedy universe with Stree and other movies. So, what could we expect from your universe here?
So, Prasanth Varma Cinematic Universe will have superheroes inspired by the Itihasas of Akhand Bharat.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all these superheroes will derive their powers from some gods, like Hanuman gets his powers from Hanumanji, and Adhira gets his powers from Lord Indra. So, like that, the third superhero film will be about a female character that she gets her powers from a goddess.
Okay, that will happen after Jai Hanuman.
No, all these films will be happening simultaneously. Like, Adhira and the third film, other people will direct. Like, my team are going to take, be shooting that. So I'll be creative producing all these films.
Right. Yeah. Prasanth, what kind of a watcher are you? I mean, of course, as you are more about making Telugu films, but have you watched Bollywood films? And
of course.
If you recently watched it, which one is something that grabbed your attention the most?
I think the last film that I watched of Bollywood is Animal.
Okay.
And before that, I kind of do watch all good films. Like whenever, previously I used to watch all films, but now that, in film industry, you are so passionate about films and you start working for films, now you don't have time to watch films. So, but all the good films I've been following, even in Bollywood.
Right.
Even the web series, yeah.
Correct. Well, lastly, before I wrap up this interview, I want to know how religious are you? Because I want to tell all the audience, this is for the first time in the 11 years of my career as a journalist, that I'm doing an interview without shoes. This is the respect I think you want to give it to the movie that you have made on the man like Hanuman.
Right.
This is the respect that, of course, as I said, you want to give. And so how religious are you? I mean, are you a lot into which kind of God you pray for most? How it has been for you?
See, my devotion towards God is very, I don't know how to put it, but usually I pray and I don't ask Him for anything. I'm not commercially religious. Yeah. I'm basically like that guy who just prays and says, "How are you? I hope you are fine, and I hope please make everyone happy. Let everyone be happy and safe." So that's all I ask for. I never ask Him for anything in my life, not even money, not even success or anything. But I am, the footwear thing, it just happens with South Indians very naturally. Even if they are not religious, when they are in presence of gods, I think we just do it without even knowing about it. Yeah. Right. Because we have even while we were shooting also, if you look at the film, there is a climax sequence where the Michael character will hit the main lead, and he will fly into a temple.
Yeah.
So till there, he will have his slippers on. So while he is flying into the temple, he will not have slippers. And when he comes back again, there will be slippers.
Right.
So we don't really care about the continuity, but we give respect to. Usually otherwise it is a big continuity jump.
Yeah.
But we cannot shoot that. Just because it is continuity, we cannot shoot wearing slippers in temple. So it's like that.
Right. So Prasanth, it was really nice chatting with you. All the best for Jai Hanuman and other films also. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.